Now, what they're looking for, because it was going on the premises of sex trafficking, they're looking for pictures of girls that may appear to be underage.
Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I once adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out. So,
Now, usually when you hear or read about adoption stories, there's usually so much joy and happiness. But when it came to Day's adoption of Ava Barron, there was a much more sinister welcome. Well, you guessed that Gene Dill is back at it again, and this time he's never going to stop exposing Diddy. Every time Gene Dill even speaks on Diddy, it's to expose some shocking claims about how Diddy is worse than we could ever imagine. And the stories he's telling continue to top the last. But this recent claim and revelation might just take the cake for the wildest and most concerning story, because he just revealed what really happened to Diddy's adoptive daughter Ava Barron Combs, and how she ended up leaving the Combs family. Back in 2020, Diddy announced that he had adopted Ava, but for some reason, he got rid of her as quickly as he adopted her. And Gina is now claiming that there is more to the story than meets the eye, because Diddy allegedly did some bad things to Ava. So was the raid by Homeland Security tied to Ava. And has Hollywood really been protecting this shady side of Diddy for a long time? Let's break down all the tea.
Gauge.
Okay, also, this is about to be a little bit of a rocky ride, so I need y'all to stick with me and leave comments as we go, because the situation with Diddy keeps getting a whole new level of crazy and uncomfortable. Now all know how multiple people have come forward to accuse Diddy of some very shady stuff, and how his homes were raided by Homeland Security in connection with suspicions of sex trafficking, right? Well, one question that nobody seems to be asking is what happened to Diddy's adopted white daughter. Now, I'm willing to bet that many people don't even remember that he adopted a white daughter a couple of years ago during COVID, and she simply just disappeared. Y'all, many people didn't even realize that he had a white daughter, because he just randomly popped up one day to announce to us that he had adopted a daughter, and it was just very random. At the time, we didn't think that much of it. Or maybe we were even happy for Diddy at the time, because we didn't know what we know now about him. I mean, sure, there were already a couple of rumors about him going around, but that was mostly about him being on the DL. Now, I know that a lot of people have an issue with people who were on the DL, but hey, that's his business, and there's nothing illegal about it. But as far as we knew, at the time he engaged in intimate relationships with young men who consented to the activity, so again, it was none of our business at the time. But y'all, with what we allegedly know now about him, yay, it's more than enough to be scared, because every lawsuit that was filed against him either confirmed or exposed a different side to him. Cassie's lawsuit exposed him for being a horrible person who often put his hands on her and hurt her in every way that you could imagine. Little Rod also came forward to claim that not only did he allegedly sigh him, but he also allegedly tried to pimp him out to other men in the industry like Cuba Gooding Jr. But the real drama started when Homeland Security raided his home in LA and Miami on accounts of sex trafficking. This was when we knew that the situation was real bad, because the lawsuits that had been filed against him until that point were civil lawsuits that had no criminal backing. But with the feds getting involved, now we knew that something was really, really bad, because the fans don't just jump on a big raid of this size unless they have a reason to believe that something is very wrong. After the raid, Diddy's liars came out to slam the feds and claimed that they were just piling on Diddy and trying to cause drama for him and ruin his public image. His liar said this unprecedented ambush pair with an advanced coordinated media presence leads to a premature rush to judgment of Mr. Combs and is nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. There has been no finding of criminal or civil liability with any of these allegations. Mr. Combs is innocent and will continue to fight every single day to clear his name. A federal officer replied to this and said, "We believe that there is a disturbing history of sex trafficking. We are responding to concrete, detailed, explicit allegations. This is not random. We didn't choose his name out of a hat. We had allegations that we're following up on, so if the fans were acting on allegations, y'all better believe that we have not heard the last about his drama, and some more shocking revelations are about to be brought to light. And hopefully we can finally get some closure about what really happened to DY's adopted white daughter Ava Baron Khan. Back in 2020, Diddy went live on Instagram to announce that he had adopted a white girl named Ava, and he made her talk about herself, and announced that she had been adopted by him.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Ava Baroni Combs? Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. But please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
Yeah. That's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody. We want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids, and everybody else adopted kids. Charlize Theron, everybody that's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out. So just clarify it, because it's crazy out here online. So I played with the kids, and I got permission from your mother, and to say all of that. It's crazy out here.
I met Jesse and Lila when I was 6 months old.
6 months.
And then basically sisters, all 4 of us. So,
6 months.
I always come over.
Yes. And it's Ava Baroni Combs.
Now at the time we thought that Diddy was great to do this right, because there was a pandemic and children needed all the love they could get. But now people can't stop giving him the side eye for many reasons. And now the video comes across as just being very weird. And people had a lot to say when she said, "My name is Ava, I'm a Scorpio." That sounds like the beginning of a dating profile. This is beyond weird, and she looks mad uncomfortable. It was very weird indeed. It was given ASL and To Catch a Predator vibes. But that's not the only big red flag here, because he compared this adoption process to that of Madonna, which is an interesting comparison because people have pointed out how there are some shady parts of Madonna's adoption as well. According to reports, Madonna didn't exactly adopt her black kids the legal way, unless last year it was revealed that she was being accused of human trafficking and sexually exploiting children by a charity organization called the Ethiopian World Federation. And some people claimed that she tricked the parents into letting her have the kids by promising to give the children a great education in the US, and then return their kids, only for her to turn around and adopt them, allegedly. So what's interesting is that this is what Diddy is basing his adoption on, which says a lot. Even more FOP are wondering why Diddy had mostly his sons in that video, and not showing a lot of his daughters. I mean, Ava said that she wanted to play with Diddy's daughters. So why weren't they there, just his sons? And don't even get me started on how uncomfortable all looked in the video. People are now wondering if she was uncomfortable because of the vibe in the room. Apart from Diddy, his sons have faced some concerning charges as well. Justin was named in Little Rod's lawsuit, and Christian has a whole lawsuit of his own. And this has people guessing, but the biggest red flag here is how she seemed to disappear after that one video. I mean, sure, she was spotted out with Diddy's twins Jesse and Delilah a couple of times, but that was really it. She wasn't in any family photos or videos or anything like that. It's like she just disappeared. And considering that Diddy was insisting that she call him Papa Combs, you'd think that he would keep her around longer than 5 seconds.